Hello Deadheads, welcome back to our channel, or welcome for the first time new Deadheads. Today I'm going to show you a little bit more about how I acquired these used goods off the Chinese secondhand market. I'm going to walk you through and show you how to use the Xiaomi website and then use Superbuy in order to purchase these products if you want to do the same thing. Now keep in mind the Xiaomi app requires you to register and only Chinese citizens can do it. So what I've had to do is use a link provided by someone that has an account. Once you have that link, then you can kind of sort of scroll through suggestions. So I can't really search for things, but I found a lot of cool stuff anyways. So I want to show you that footage. First, guys, please leave a comment. Please hit that like button and subscribe. Help us grow so we can grow this. I want to bring more cool stuff to you guys. I got a lot of cool stuff coming. I want to bring unique stuff to the channel here. So please help us grow by subscribing. We're getting a lot of views. Thank you for all those views, but we need to turn more of those views into subscribers. So anyways, I'm also going to show you some more footage of my Snowcake, which is now my favorite handheld. Yes, even more so than my Odin 2. Even though Odin 2 is more powerful, this thing is amazing. The screen on this thing is just gorgeous. So I'm going to show you more footage of gameplay, show you why this is an amazing 3DS machine, and really just get into this. So let's start with the little tutorial showing you guys how to get started if you want to start shopping like I did. Now, to be clear here, I'll put some pricing down in the comments, but you're not really going to save money by doing this, but you are going to be able to buy some really cool, unique stuff that you may not be able to find anywhere else. Anyways, guys, let's get on to the next section. Okay, guys, so this is the Chinese shopping site that I have been using to find and purchase items that I then use Superbuy to purchase for me. This website is called Xianyu. The URL says Goofish. I'll leave a link in the description, but I've got it being translated by Google. So you can see here, you can scroll down and you can see a bunch of different items that are sold for secondary market. And as you go through here and just find random cool things to purchase, there is a lot of stuff that is unreleased in the US and things that are released here. Now, if you're buying things that are here, you're probably not going to save any money because you have to have it shipped over. But like for here, if you really wanted this really rare Pixel, the purple one, you can see here it's going for 1,400 yen, which translates to about $140 for the US right now. Some of these translations are just freaking hilarious when you're going through here. But once you find something that you like, that you want to purchase or are interested in purchasing, you simply copy the URL of what you want, like this, and then you go over to your Superbuy. Whoops, let me get this going. And you can look for links here, or you can just post, and put in there that link for what you want to buy. And it should pop up like this. And oh my, I did my money wrong. $208, which this is not worth it, guys. I would not purchase this for that amount. I love the Pixel, but not for that amount. So anyways, this is just, again, a little tutorial on how you can go and kind of shop on the used market here in order to find some really cool custom stuff, find some things maybe that are out of, not being made anymore, find some really just unique things. Here is some Snowcake information. Leo Zhang Snowcake machine. So this person is just, I think, selling them. Sometimes people post on here things that they're just wanting to show off, so you got to be a little careful with the description. But Superbuy will help you out if for some reason it's out of stock or it's just for show. But here's some more Snowcakes. Man, I really like this green one right here. You know, again, if I wanted to purchase this, I would just copy that URL, go over to my Superbuy, and I would just post it in here, hit enter, and for $1.49. This adds for something weird. So, anyways, let's get on to my. First, I'm going to show you some footage of one of these machines that I found overline. So we'll go to that next, and we'll be right back. So here is a video we have from someone overseas. This is just another example to show you guys just how special these machines are. And I have never really used Pegasus, but you can see here that this is just a really awesome front end. You can see how smooth the software is. And again, this version is newer than mine, and it also has some custom laser engraving on it, which is really, really cool. Some of the later batches had really cool things, Mario themes, Pokemon themes. So this is a little footage I wanted to show you guys from another version. But let's get back and let's look more in depth at my version here, which again, I am totally in love with, guys. This is now my favorite handheld gaming machine, even more so than my Odin Pro 2. Anyways, we'll be right back. All right, guys, let's take a look here. Again, this is the Snowcake created by Leo Zhang. You can see that this is a wonderful screen. It is an OLED screen that has just completely, just really impressed me all the way around. And I wanted to just take some time to kind of show you guys just how amazing this is. It has now become my favorite handheld overall. Yes, even including the Odin 2 Pro. I still love the Pro, the Odin 2. It can do more. The chip is way more advanced, but this is playing Gamecube and PS2 fine. I don't have any issues with most of the games I want to play. It probably won't do Switch. That's okay. But what it does really well is the 3DS and the Nintendo DS. So you can see here that it's nice and fluid. This screen, this 3.9-inch screen with OLED is just gorgeous. It is something that really just strikes me in person. Not sure if we're going to be able to show this on camera, but let's take a look at the unit itself here. And this D-pad is really, really good. It is reminds me of a Sega Genesis D-pad overall. These sticks, they're not the greatest. You know, I gotta say, that's probably the one thing about this that is the least impressive. They are not clicky for some reason. I don't know if further generations are clicking, but let's look at the ports. That is a USB micro port on the bottom. On the top here, we do have a charging port. That is USB-C. We charge pretty fast, so that was really good. We have our volume rocker there. And then we have our inline shoulder buttons, which I think is good to, you know, although I usually like stacked, I think it's good here. Now this switch, now this puzzled me at first because I wasn't sure what it's for, but because this uses Bluetooth to connect to the phone, this is a switch to turn the Bluetooth on and off. So I'm going to switch this on here, and you're going to see that it's going to light up to let us know that it's connected to the Bluetooth. Right now, if I try to use the controller, there's nothing happening. So it's not connected. So I'm going to switch it, and then it is going to turn blue down here to let us know that it is switched on. And voila, I can now move around. So that's pretty cool. Newer versions have the OTG port. Now here's a micro USB-C port. This is supposed to be for data. I didn't get it to work, so not sure what's going on with that. We also have our little speaker holes here and the blue light indicating that the Bluetooth is connected. Again, on the back here, we have the power button right here. We have this camera. So again, this is off the LG Wing, but there's our power button to turn it on and off. And we have this really nice custom case. It's got this one-piece logo design case. This is probably the only one for this unit, but here we go without the case. Wanted to show you guys what it looks like without the case, and this is again number 10. I think there's probably about 150 of these have been made, so it's pretty cool. I got a pretty low number one of these, and number 10, that's a great number to have. Again, here's your camera and power, and it's got good ergonomics. I like the shape of it. This camera is probably pretty fancy. I did take some pictures, but don't really think I'll use this for camera. Again, nice metal finish and just overall really great. Feels great in the hands. I like the ergonomics. This one-piece case is really nice. It's custom. I've been looking to see if I can find any other cases online, but I imagine they just made these for these specific models. Again, these are made by hand by Leo Zhang in China. And so let's get on and let's look at a little bit more of the software. So we'll be right back. Okay, so let's take a look at Pegasus. I had never really used Pegasus before, so this is something that's quite new to me. And I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to navigate since it did come through in Chinese. I was able to add my own ROMs, and thankfully it was able to integrate those. So here we have a look at some 3DS playing some Zelda. And my gosh, this thing is amazing. First of all, it was set up so it already has the overlays and screen ratios just perfect. This feels just like I'm playing on a original 3DS that has been upscaled. You can see that everything works, the touch screen, you can see the little overlays at the bottom, and Zelda just looks beautiful. What a great game this is, and what a great way to play 3DS. Just really, again, amazed at this. I think I'm going to be able to play a bunch of games that were made a certain way with that hardware that I'm going to enjoy that I haven't been able to do on other devices because I've had to switch between screens. And again, with this unique OLED screen, it's just beautiful. But let me show you something different. Let's look through the software here and kind of show you the different systems that came through this. Again, most of this is in Chinese, Mandarin. But I wanted to just go through here and show you the different ones. There's some pretty cool stuff I've never seen before, like Famicom HD, Super Famicom hacks. There's a lot of different things. It's all set up with the pictures and the description. Unfortunately, the description is not in English. I was able to go in and at least change the settings to English, so that's cool. I'm going to continue to work on this. I know there's some guys in the Discord that are trying to update the metadata to translate all this stuff into English, so props to them for what they're doing. I know this is a lot of work, but again, there's just so many games on here, so many different systems, and it's just fun going through this and playing a bunch of stuff I've never seen before, even if I can't always understand the menus or the language that I'm looking at. But I want to come in here and show you, oh, Marlboro Man, what is that? That's kind of neat. I'm going to have to come back to that. But I thought I would come and show you a little bit of some Nintendo dual screen, because that's yet another one that's great. I was able to upload my own English ROM for that, so I was able to get, you know, New Super Mario Brothers in here so I could actually play the English version of it. So let me get over to the Nintendo DS selection, and let's get in here, and you can see here's the settings, which I did change over to English, thankfully. But let's scroll over to the Nintendo DS. Boy, there's a lot of software here, which is really great. Game Boy, there's the NDS, and we have our New Super Mario Brothers that I had. It is using Drastic, and you can see, like with the 3DS, it has the built-in overlay. And it's got all the ratios and screens, and everything's just looking beautiful. This is so fluid. So while this sits here and loads a little bit, you press that ZPG button and you can just switch screens pretty easily. Again, the sticks don't press in, so there's no use of that, but luckily they got the ZPG button there. And let's skip through and get to some gameplay, and let me show you just how beautiful this looks on the Nintendo dual screen. Wow. I am running this with some filters that were built in, that it was already set up for me, and this just looks gorgeous. I mean, my God, it looks just great. It makes me want to play through this, even though I've played through this a million times, but it just really encourages me to get back in there. And again, there's a lot of software that I never really played through because I didn't have the ability to use the microphone or the dual screens where you could see both of them with the touch screen. So this is just really, really cool. I think that this is something that you could do on the Odin. You could get it set up like that. But again, this is that 3.98 inch, OLED screen, and it's just the right size. It just feels right as Mario just goes trouncing over here. Wondered why they didn't put Big Mario in number 2. But anyways, again, this is got a little bit of upscaling going. Let me show you in the drastic menus here. The filters that we are using, you can go into the video settings and you can have its frame skip, but you can see it's got this 5HQ upscaler on here, so it's just really looking great using that 3D rendering and everything. And this chipset is just keeping up. It's not having any problem keeping up the Snapdragon 765. So it's a great chip. This is not hot, it's running smooth, looks beautiful. So let's look at some more footage, guys, and we'll be right back. All right, so let's take a look at some Dreamcast. First of all, notice this awesome overlay. This was already set up. I added, some Dreamcast ROMs, but this is the, I think, Chinese version of it. But this is just really cool. And oh my God, Dreamcast is one of my favorite systems ever anyways. And I love the Dead or Alive 2 system. And just look how clear this picture looks on the OLED screen. It is just amazing here as we watch the fight start. I want to point out that this is like, showing it as if it was in front of a TV. And you see the Dreamcast and controller down there and the overlay. This is just really cool. I think it looks amazing. It's got the perfect screen ratio and everything just looks just beautiful and fluid. I mean, it's just wonderful. So just going to let you guys watch a little more of this footage as we, head towards the end of this video. But again, as Tina starts to throw a rock, just going to let you guys watch the rest of this, and we'll be back after this segment. Okay guys, this has been a look at the GameCube here. I had to install a different version of Dolphin so I could get this running, but I finally was able to get it up and running. And again, this is just completely gorgeous. Who doesn't love some Mario Kart Double Dash? So guys, again, I wanted to give you a look at this amazing, unique machine. Also give you a little bit of insight on how to purchase stuff yourself if you want to go out and do this. I want to give a shout out to Tommy at Superbuy for all the assistance. I'll leave a link in the description to the Discord if you want to go in there and get some assistance with Superbuy. You can buy a bunch of other stuff. A lot of people buy shoes, Jordans, things like that from overseas. So it's a pretty cool service. But again, guys, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe. Leave me some comments down there and let's talk and discuss all this. Again, this is the Snowcake. Look forward to the ZPG A1 Unicorn coming out in April or May. We'll have more on that soon. Anyways, guys, going to leave you with this footage. This has been another Dead Fred look. Anyways, Dead Fred out.